There is so much information out there about what to fix when selling a house, but today I'm going to be flipping the script just a bit and I'll be addressing what not to fix when selling a house, especially for homes, those older homes that are in not so good condition. I'm a local realtor just north of Orlando that's helped sellers sell over $11 million in real estate just this last year alone, and I've seen sellers make all sorts of mistakes. Now, these mistakes are often born out of a sense of being overwhelmed by the ramifications of making or not making repairs. So today, I'm going to be addressing the top 6 things that sellers should not fix when selling a house, and then I'll be addressing the single greatest mistake that sellers make when selling a home. I'm also going to include a couple other videos that might help you if you're thinking about selling a house. First, don't replace your old appliances if you're thinking about selling your home. If you've got old appliances, your kitchen is probably dated too, and your other components of your home likely match those appliances and that kitchen. Hot water heaters are common insurance issues. However, sometimes your buyers won't fuss about it. So yes, you may end up replacing it anyways, but holding off could save you $1,500 to $2,000 if you're able to get away with it. Next, don't replace those windows. Yes, they may be ugly, and I'm sure that they're not energy efficient. Perhaps you can feel the heat coming in through the windows while your AC is blasting away in the summertime. Windows are very expensive. You can easily drop $10,000 or $15,000 for a moderately sized home, and it's unlikely that you're ever going to recover that money when you sell your house. Next, don't replace your driveway or your walkway just to remove cosmetic cracks. Now, it's true that curb appeal is really a big deal, and that curb appeal can add thousands of dollars to your home's value. But I've never once seen a minor crack in a driveway or a walkway have a significant impact on the sale for one of my sellers' homes. Here in Central Florida, our homes are built on sand, so these cracks are really common, and most buyers, or at least their realtors, are well aware of that fact. Before we get to one that is very common for older homes, if this information is useful, show your support for this small channel by clicking that like and the subscribe buttons, and click that little notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I post other videos just like this. Next, don't stress building codes that you've been grandfathered into. Yes, it's true that building codes are meant to provide a better home, maybe a safer or more energy efficient home. But if a home was built in 1970 or 75, it's probably not required or often expected to have all the latest and greatest upgrades. Plus, home buyers are usually aware of the age of the home before they ever come see your home, so don't act like you can change what your home actually is. Home inspectors are also usually well aware of building codes, and they inspect older homes every single day, so it may not be necessary. Even if your home isn't grandfathered in, you might not be required to fix things. Don't spend thousands of dollars to finish that room upgrade if it won't match the rest of the home. Now, I get it. Sometimes life happens. We get ambitious about replacing that old shower, but then we just end up living with it because we can use the other bath. Maybe there's been the loss of a loved one or your health has declined. Now it's 10 years later and it seems like the entire house needs upgrading. Of course, this one is hugely dependent on your life situation, so make sure you ask your realtor about this one. Sometimes home sellers just don't kind of have this dough, but sometimes dumping $50,000 into a home might just net them a gain of, $45,000 or $50,000. So it's sometimes just better to avoid it altogether. Speaking of asking your realtor, if you've got real estate needs anywhere here in Florida, either leave a comment in the comment section below or simply pick up the phone and give me a call. I get them all the time, and frankly, I enjoy the calls. If your home needs major upgrading, don't go spending thousands of dollars on cosmetic flaws. Now, I'm not saying that a fresh coat of paint or some landscaping or some basic cleaning isn't necessary, but sometimes painting the entire home just because the ceiling near the AC vents is dirty, or you go replacing the drywall just because some denting, is not going to return the investment you make. Sometimes, especially with these dated homes, the home is what it is, so dumping in cash won't necessarily improve the sale price of your home. So, we've addressed the top 6 things not to fix when selling a home based on some mistakes that I've seen so many home sellers make over the years. But the single greatest mistake is not speaking with the realtor early on in the process, before, and that's the key word here, before making repairs or upgrades. I'm often getting calls after a seller has spent thousands of dollars, often unnecessarily. Of course, it usually makes the place look better, but it sometimes often doesn't change the fact that they've already wasted a ton of money. Speaking with a realtor usually won't cost you anything at all, and if you don't like their advice, which sometimes happen, simply don't use it, but at least you're armed with a professional's opinion. Here are those videos that I mentioned earlier that might be helpful if you're thinking of selling a home. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.